we definitely do this in the name of orange juice. Are you ready to learn how to make the most amazing Yuffie gauntlet? It's gauntlet, right? Yeah. Amazing Yuffie gauntlet ever? Also, do not come for me. Yes, I do know that there is a poster missing behind me. Yes, it is right behind me. Please, I know it's there. Do not. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Say something in the comment section below if you see that there's a poster missing. Lets me know you've gotten this far. Anywho, but yes, are you excited for this gauntlet video? When I tell you I was extremely stressed and tired when it came to making this cosplay, I was on my last leg. So please do not come for me, because I know I look crazy. I always look crazy, especially in these crafting process videos, which is why I came to you with a full beat today, because I felt like, you know what, you always see me looking crazy, might as well put on some lashes, put on a little lip gloss, make you feel like I ain't not an entire crazy person on the internet. But yeah, so welcome to today's video. I'm your host here today, Kuro. It's me. How you doing, bestie? Anywho, so this, if you've never experienced, is my channel where I like to have fun and make and craft random things. And random things is more like cosplays that I'm supposed to have gotten done already, and I pushed it to the last minute and it's, you know, became con crunch, and then I'm stressed. Which I'm not doing now, even though CCE is very much looming in the background. I do have a couple cosplays I have to make for that from scratch too. But I'm gonna do it now. No, I'm not. So sit back, grab a snack, or maybe a delicious drink or two. Or don't. Still can't force you. But do you need it? Yes, because I swear every day it's getting a little hotter. It's getting a little too toasty. I'm very concerned, and climate change is a thing, because babes, it's hitting 100 degrees like every day here in Atlanta. That's not normal. What is this? I'm scared. So make sure you drink some water, because it's really bad out there. So let's get on to the video. I'm looking busted. Yes, I am. This right here is basically Yuffie's top that I'm going to use. And if you're asking, why is it so thin? It's because it's summer. It is summer. It is hot. I am not wearing a sweater turtleneck. I am already technically, but I'm not wearing a sweater. There's a difference. Turtleneck, sweater, turtleneck during the summer. You've got me all sorts of FUCK'd up because it is hot. It's hot out here. Anywho, so yeah, so this is the top. I'm gonna crop top it. I'm looking in the mirror right now, which is why you're wondering, like, why are you looking? I'm looking in the mirror. In the mirror, I see myself, see all this configuration-ness. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it with a piece of chalk and basically align it, because the sleeves have to come off. The sleeves gotta go, and so does the crop top. We're gonna do a little bit of time, because I'm probably gonna like flip in the sleeve and do a zigzag stitch so it's still stretchy on the ends, because I don't know how frayable this is. This might be extremely frayable. Let's go. This is, if you're wondering what magical material I'm using chalk. Yuffie's, I believe, crop top stops about like here, so I'm actually gonna start cutting from down here. And if you're wondering why, the simple answer to your question is because it's easier to screw around with a little bit of space and then immediately cut it where it is. You know what I mean? Like if I cut it too short, I can't take that back. Now I do notice also at the bottom of this shirt, you probably can't see it. Hopefully you can, but it's kind of like ribbaged a little bit. I might cut that off and attach it to the bottom if it's not, again, a fraying mess. But people, if it's a fraying mess, what do we do when things fray? That's right, we burn it. Burning is the solution to all of every cosplayer's problem can most likely be solved with burning it. I can tell you that right now. Some sort of heat You're foam smithing? Use a heat gun. Burn it. You're using Warbler? Use a heat gun. Burn it. You're painting? Use a blow dryer. Burn it. Or I should say heat, not really. Not specifically fire, but heat. I should heat transfer. Transferability of heat. Anywho, this is... You're probably getting like not very good close-up shots of this, but I just cannot right now. And I need to focus on this cock crunch because I'm already behind. But yeah, I think this is where it is. Actually, you can see the lines a lot better on the camera than you can in the mirror. That's pretty crazy. All right, hell yeah. But yeah, this is where I'm going for now. I'll get back to you. Do not mind my ugly desk. She will have things added to her soon. Oh! It worked. Okay, while I'm preparing my sewing machine to go on to the next part, do not make fun of my hair. I am stressed and my hair is all over the place. It's floof. Random PSA, if you see those little, like, bobbin kits that you see where, like, they come with, like, this stupid little, like, pack of sewing thread, which I don't judge my thread. I know she's dusty. It's okay. She's old. She's a granny, okay? She's older than me probably because she was in my mom's like sewing machine box. But yeah, if you ever see those little kits of the already pre-placed bobbins, especially if you're new to sewing and you don't have a large sewing kit, get them. Get them. Get them. Get it. If you are trying to if you do cosplay, if you're doing 5-minute crafts, whatever it is, if you have a sewing machine and you're learning, trust me, because I can't tell you the amount of times having this stupid small amount of thread has saved my butt. And having a random freaking bobbin in the random color green, because I just bought a big old pack of them, has saved my butt. Because, oh my goodness, when I tell you I have no time to go out to the craft store and buy the perfect green thread for this specific cosplay, because look at that. It actually looks a lot nicer, but like, look at that. And then look at this. Look at that. It matches so well. It matches so well. No, you're not gonna, there's so many, no. You ain't got time to be going out, and when you're in a rush, it will save you every time. It will save you every time, because it has saved me every time when I am rushing like a freaking headless chicken and I don't have time to run to the craft store, and then to go in my random thread stash that I have had for a plethora of years and randomly find a bobbin that matches perfect colors. Chef's kiss. I'm very proud sewist. I just need to share this proud moment. Anywho, this is just my random PSA. Let's get back to the video.
Alrighty, voiceover girl, back at it again, here to tell you what to do and what I'm doing next in this confusing ass video I call a tutorial.
Let's practice, please. I'm trying to save your all's lives here.
So as you can see, I tested out the stretch and stitch of the fabric. The zigzag stitch works the best so that the fabric stays nice and stretchy. If you ever want to know if I listen to music while working on cosplay, this is your answer.
Look at that. On me. Look like a real shirt. I mean, it was a real shirt. No, it's just it's a crop top, but, you know, we don't judge here, okay? roll this seam in and I'm gonna flip it.
So here I'm stitching the edge of the fabric because this is where the armholes are. Keeping the fabric nice and stretchy but also well sealed off will be important because I'm going to be moving around a lot.
I'm sorry. Anywho. I need to stop. Anywho, back in the mirror again. Obviously, I'm looking at the mirror, not at you. But right now, I don't know. I found this like random weird belt. I don't want to know what this belt was probably used for, but I found it at the thrift store and it's brand new. Like it's barely used, very, very clean, like whatever. It looks like it came off like a costume, like a Halloween costume or something, and someone didn't know what to do with it, so they just threw it at the thrift store and it ended up in the belt section. But yeah, so I found it and I clipped it in the back. It's actually really terribly done. All up in the bag, it looks like trash, but I clipped it up because I can just stitch them together to kind of sit more properly in the back. And honestly, I don't know exactly what Yuffie looks like in the back, and at this point I have not enough time to care. So I'm just gonna probably cut it where it is and attach them to kind of become this Y fashion. But the cool thing is I'll put hopefully somewhere right here actually. I'm thinking she has that weird interesting little band thing that sits on her neck and then it goes into the actual arm piece. But as I'm talking, I realize I have dyslexia and there's a high possibility that this is backwards. I haven't cut anything yet, so it doesn't matter, but give me a second actually. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm gonna go take this off and try again. When I tell you, it took me forever to flip it to the other side. I'm fighting for my life right now. Anywho, I think this is kind of what I'm trying to go for. Again, it's supposed to be the strap. I'll put it here somewhere, but it's supposed to be the strap on her left side, not her right, on her left side, and then it's the shoulder piece and the actual bulky piece, and then the strap over the titty, and then the one strap underneath. Now for the strap underneath, there's all these dangly bits. I'm just gonna cut them off and reposition them, but I think this is kind of the strap layout I want to have for the front. The only difference is that technically this flap is supposed to be going that way. And it's supposed to be a little bit longer like that. Actually, it moved a little bit while I was walking around, but this is mainly how it's looking. Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna try to reconfigure this. If not, I will start from scratch. I'm getting tired of doing this. This is starting to piss me off. So we reconfigure, we figure it out, and then I'll come back to you.
First, I'm marking down where I want the foam pieces to lay. Then I snip away all of the leather straps that are unnecessary.
Stitch these two on top of each other. Okay, so I put her on the mannequin, and I'm not gonna lie. Why is it giving Leon Kennedy vibes? I don't hate it though. I hate it, but now I'm gonna have to wrap it in saran wrap so that I can then duct tape it so that I can start making the arm. Yay! Yay!
When I tell you wrapping saran wrap around this mannequin was not easy, anytime I tried to get the dang thing to wrap around the mannequin, it would just spin around with it. But as you can see, I'm sketching a mock-up pattern on what the shoulder piece should look like. Then, once I'm done, I cut it all out. When patterning with duct tape, always make sure to lay your pattern flat on its surface to get the best results. Then, with a Sharpie marker, trace the pattern out on your film. Then take out your X-Acto knife and start cutting. Then you just basically rinse and repeat the process over and over again with all the other pattern pieces. For this project specifically, I decided to give it a little bit of extra flair by using pleather to wrap around my foam instead of simply just painting it, just because the texture itself I knew would bring a lot more attention. So when it comes to the spray glue, you can honestly use any glue. I just used the Gorilla Glue because that's what I had on hand, but you know, use what you got. Now when laying your foam on your fabric, you do want to take your time when it comes to this process, just because it's a lot of pulling and kind of grabbing and stretching the fabric to kind of work around your foam. Then simply just start cutting away at the fabric until you have just about an inch away from the foam to be able to wrap over the edges and corners.
I don't know why, but can you, don't mind my hair. Do not mind my hair. Can you see this buckling? Can you see that? Like, it like buckles really bad. I think I'm gonna, I hate this. I have no time for this, but I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna pleat this. I'm putting this on top of it. And then where's its brother? Okay, back. Alright, here's the brother. So, do not mind the insides. Again, they're being glued down. So I'm gluing this down here like this. And then I'm gluing its other brother half on the other side like that. I was gonna pleat it, but honestly, now that I think about it, this entire arm's being covered by a giant armor piece, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, well.
So here I am heating up the foam so I can then wrap around the mannequin. It's much easier to heat it up and then shape it around the foam. Now with my Sharpie marker, I'm basically marking all of the points on the leather where I would like to cut or remove so that it's not seen underneath the foam. Please, for the love of God, use your PPE. I know you can't see my face, but I am wearing a mask, and as you can see, I am wearing gloves. Please use your PPE when it comes to contact cement, please. I swear the level of precision I am putting when it comes to putting these two pieces of leather and pleather together is no joke. Look at that. Look at the amount of effort I am putting into this. Now we basically rinse and repeat again by taking a piece of pattern, laying it on foam, marking it out, and then of course, as you know, wrapping the fabric around that foam. Now this pattern piece I'm sketching out is actually going to be the shoulder blade piece that you see on Yuffie. And here are all the layers of the shoulder blade basically put together. With the sharp box cutter, I'm basically cutting out all of the foam prop pieces that I had marked with the pattern earlier. Then I'm slowly layering up the pieces to then create the shoulder pad. Once done, then I cut out all the foam pleather pieces that I need to then wrap all of the pieces from the shoulder pad in pleather. One of the best things about this foam specifically is that it's sticky on one side, so I don't have to glue both sides. I only have to worry about gluing one side. Now when stretching fabric like pleather around a curvature or a round edge, I want you to know that I have no idea nor any good useful advice to give you. I fought for my freaking life to get this sucker to properly wrap around the damn thing, and I still had a crap ton of creases. If you have like stretchy pleather or stretchy fabric, you're good, but this pleather was not stretchy at all, and I was fighting for my life. Now I finally got to the part where I was able to layer out basically most of the shoulder pad pieces, as well as add all of the extra detailing and exterior. Now here's a bit of warbler that I put over this curved Christmas ball edge, just so I can get that round bump-like button shape that would be perfect for Yuffie's emblem. I then glued the warbler to a flat foam base so that I had something to kind of work off of.
Okay, so I'm about to make one of the riskiest... I'm about to try something stupid. Hold on, let me show you. So, here is the strap on the back. I'm gonna try to sew it in the sewing machine, so... yeah, wish me luck.
I then attached these slide adjusters that I got from the craft store to basically recreate the strap over Yuffie's chest as well as waist. This piece you see right here is actually the inner lining of the gauntlet that I plan to use. I stitched 2 pieces of the fabric together just so that it was sturdy enough to hold all that foam. Also, I added industrial strength Velcro so that I can then attach it to the inside of the shoulder pad. Moving on, I then moved towards configuring the rest of the gauntlet for Yuffie. Which, if you really want to know, it's just a bunch of half circles and squares that are just cut out of foam, that are then wrapped in fabric, that are then glued together, and then heat sealed with a heat gun. Now for this piece, I have no idea what its purpose is, but the way I understood it was taking a bunch of small foam squares, cutting them up, gluing them to a strap, and then gluing some googly eyes with spray paint to it. To make the curvature on the gauntlet, I basically took the 2 curved / circular sides and then faced them towards each other and then glued them together, which makes this nice rounded shape. I then heated up and then heat foam / heat seal it around the round curvature / dome edge. Here I'm marking on the fabric with an alcohol marker on where I want the trim to lay on this foam. I then repeat that process several more times. Now that all the pieces are glued together, this is what basically that word strap is coming out to. I mark where I want to place the holes all over my foam. And then I use the Cos Tool special cutter to make these perfect little round circles. I lay down my foam layer by layer and use these fantastic materials to then create that cool ninja armor. Then I take this rope ribbon that I got from the craft store to attach all these pieces together. And here are the results. Here I'm taking the pleather and making my own leather straps to go inside of the gauntlet so that I can attach it to my arm.
Guys.
Here is what the gauntlet and piece is looking like. And to make sure that I'm following the same type of fashion from earlier, I'm adding trim to the handpiece as well. Here there is that weird little circle round thing that's on Yuffie's gauntlet handpiece. I don't exactly know what it does, but that thing is there, so to recreate it, I basically just took, as you can see, Warbler and put it over this random light I found, and yeah, work with the thing. And like Picasso or Michelangelo, I had to look within the arts to find sculpture. Whatever this is, I don't know. I just heated it up with a heat gun and then like pushed down on the inside of it. There's no real understanding. There's no technique to this. I just did what I had to do.
Soundstripe.
This actually worked out so much better than I thought it would. Wow. Did I tell you how much I love
Soundstripe.
Now I took that sculpture thing and pressed it against the gauntlet hand using the heat of the warbler to basically attach it and painted it.
Soundstripe.
If you want to know what paint it is, it's nothing special. I think I used FX paint.
I'm like, you took part of my humanity away.
Also, I have no idea what exactly those red dots are, so I just used large red rhinestones and just hot glued those puppies on. Ah yes, small silver details that I then decide to add it on to this gauntlet piece / giant black circle. I don't know what the heck I was doing. A lot of painting. You're gonna see a lot of painting now. Ah yes, the true skill of a cosplayer. I just hot glued a bunch of fabric on the inside of that so that I could then attach it to the fabric black piece you saw earlier. And here I am sketching out the emblem and painting it with silver and shinier silver. Now, to make the pleather actually look like it was made for something better than a Party City piece, I took a bunch of that pewter / or silver you saw earlier and dabbed it all throughout the belt pieces and parts. Then I just repeated that step as well onto the shoulder pad armor pleather piece to make it look more like leather. Ah yes, detailing with rust really does help me feel like I am a craftsman, not some pretend person that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Now on the belt, I'm adding these dots to make them look like holes and rivets so that it looks like this actual belt piece makes sense. And then I use more rhinestones to make more rivets. Now my favorite part of detailing that I feel like not enough people talk about or use is oil pastels. I like to take oil pastels and basically scrape it off into a powder to then add that dusty kind of dirty detail onto clothing without destroying the clothing entirely, but also keeping it sealed in. And this is the result.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Leave me the time, giving me the signs of life. Making you are clear, but you're gonna read me in the deep.
Was that a dog?
Looks in confusion.
I don't know, I just heard random dog barks a minute ago, and we don't have a dog, so it best not be a dog. Hello. I was gonna start off by going dum da dee dum 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 dee doo dee dum dum da dee dum 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 dee doo dee. If you are old enough to know what Nightcore is, and you remember that song from the Nightcore days, please put it down in the comment section. I need someone to also recognize that that was a time that we all experienced. I feel like before I had like the scene or emo phase or like any of those other phases, I had a Nightcore phase. Or I'm lying, I think maybe I had a Nightcore phase between the scene and emo phase. I don't remember. I was an anime kid. I liked a lot of things. Still loving a lot of things. You should love a lot of things too. It helps the world go around and makes it a lot more healthier for you to experience things. But anywho, I hope you loved today's video. I hope you enjoyed the process of me making this gauntlet that may have made a lot of sense or made no sense at all. But you came along for the ride, and that's all that matters to me. I love all of you guys. I'm so happy that I'm seeing more and more people enjoy my redonkulous content. But yes, I feel like a lot of the things with the gauntlet itself actually came out to be really good. The only problem is that functionality-wise, even in the video game, her gauntlet always kind of clipped out. It wasn't really well functional, so wearing it wasn't really that great, but photo-wise and the look of it, it was hitting. It was hitting good. Yeah. But anywho, whether you're new or old to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And you have yourself an amazing, fantastic, wonderful, downright dirty day. Or dirty happy? Dirty, wonderful day. Oh, bow.